Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Aaron of aaronjmarks.com, visionary purpose coach and metaphysical leadership mentor. And I decided to try something new with my messages to you. So my posts are very long, I know this, and I'm not sure how much people read to the end of them. I know some of you do, but I also know that your time is limited. But when I start writing about my ideas and what I want to share with both my current clients and people who want to understand what I do better, the length of post that you see is what results. And I don't know how to make them shorter. If I could say them in a more pithy way, I would. But what I realized is that maybe some of you would rather watch a short video about it. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start recording videos about the post, and then maybe if you're intrigued, you'll look more deeply at them. So I'm about to hop in the shower. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, July 6th. So just after the holiday. Hope you had a good Fourth. I did. We were traveling, taking one of my sons to a music camp, and then spent a couple days with some friends that I quite enjoyed. And did a lot of thinking and working through my feelings about the service I offer. And this is one of the ideas that I had. So yeah, so today the post is called, let me make sure I read it correctly. What did I call it? It's called Two Magic Questions, One Secret Truth, my process. So a lot of people who advise consultants and coaches like me say, yeah, you need to have a process. You need to be able to delineate that process in your marketing. That's always been hard for me. I've always kind of resisted it because I feel like I don't have a process. I feel like I have more of a perspective. And it's a perspective that takes in a lot of data about the human condition, about existence, and kind of it allows people to come to me and sort of filter their experiences and synthesize this very concise advice to help them start making progress in their life. And what is that progress? How do we know when we're making it? What is the result that I give people, and what is the process by which I do it? Well, if you read, you'll see that the result that I give people is peace. And peace is a very specific kind of feeling, and I think all my clients will tell me that, or tell you that they feel more peaceful after they talk to me. Now, they do get results in their life too. They become more successful, more prosperous. They have better conversations, they become better leaders. But what I always notice is that there's this peacefulness that they have, along with a level of vision and inspiration after they leave that space with me. So how do I do it? Well, there's two magic questions. The first one is, tell me about your life. And I listen. And I have these 5 spheres of leadership influence. So there's self, family, team, community, and then species. And everything that they say fits into one or more of those. And so I listen and I say, okay. And then and inevitably they will tell me something about the way that they're feeling about any or all of those. And then I'll watch for that feeling and I'll say, okay, tell me more about that feeling. Tell me why you feel that way. And as soon as we start asking why, we can say, okay, what is connected to that feeling? Because the secret premise, and again, you can read for more detail about this. The secret premise is that feelings are never wrong. Okay. If you feel some way, I can never tell you, no, you're not feeling that way, or I can never tell you, no, you shouldn't feel that way. Because if you're feeling that way, there's some kind of response that you're having to something that you've experienced, something that you're thinking, something that you're observing. And so we have to get into that, and we have to figure out why that's in your life. And if it's a bad feeling, it's a feeling you don't want. If it's a feeling that feels discouraging, then we say, okay, how do we fix it? And if it's a good feeling, if it's something you like, then we say, okay, how do we create more of it? And then in that process, we find the things to pursue that move us closer to peace. And everyone's kind of peace process or their peace prescription is a little bit different. And so, we explore all of that. So that's the process. And what it yields is, a highly synthesized and processed, I guess, so it is a process. Kind of advice at the end of a session often boils down to one task and say, okay, if we're going to start disentangling all the things connected to this feeling, this complicated, set of feelings. And if you want more of this one, less of this one, here's the first thing I think you should do. And then they go forth and they work that into their week. They're just changed a little bit. They're closer to that peace that they seek. And ultimately, I don't know that we can ever truly be at peace as humans. So it's a never ending process. That's part of the absurdity of it. But that's the process that I've realized that I do. And so if you want to read it, you can read it. Otherwise, if listening to this was enough, then I know that's how some people learn as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'd love to know if that was helpful for you. All right. So this is Aaron of Aaron J. Marks, and I'll see you on the next one.